What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn about how Norwegian girls would describe Norwegian boys. I think this is such an interesting video topic, and I'm really glad that a video like this even exists, where they are going to be interviewing random Norwegian women on the street and asking them to kind of describe Norwegian men and Norwegian boys. And I'm very, very interested to hear about what they would say, because I've learned a bit about Norwegian culture in general, Norwegian social customs, how Norwegians kind of act in general. But this is a bit different. This is about the relationship between women and men in Norway. Now, as an American, I can talk about how women perceive men in America. I think most people know that Americans are considered to be a bit, aggressive, loud, make their opinions really known, and, aren't very shy or held back and have a lot of confidence, maybe cockiness, actually. That's how I think a lot of women might describe American men. Honestly, not in the best way, not the most respectful. So probably not in the most positive of light, honestly. And I'm very, very interested to hear about what Norwegian women have to say about Norwegian men. What are the things that come to their mind that they choose to describe Norwegian men? So this video has a little bit to do with social customs in Norway, a little bit about Norwegian dating and social life, which is honestly really specific topics that are difficult to learn about on YouTube because there's not many people talking about that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited to see what this video has. So let's take a look. How do you describe Norwegian boys?
Norwegian boys? Well, they're Norwegian. I don't know.
Norwegian boys. They're Norwegian. Okay. All right. Good start.
If you go they're kind of shy. They don't really They have to drink alcohol to be go to talk to a girl. If you go.
Oh, I don't think, is she trying to be funny? I don't know, but that's funny. Okay, shy. So that's the first thing that came to her mind. Norwegian boys are shy. I know that's all relative, because people call Norwegians shy in general, where really it's just that Norwegians are very respectful, and it takes a lot more to become friendly with Norwegians and to build up a relationship. But that's interesting that a Norwegian girl, even being a Norwegian herself, thinks Norwegian men are shy. I wonder if she has any reference for that, for why she thinks that.
In the south.
And, oh yeah, and she said that Norwegian boys need some alcohol to get past that. That's true for American boys as well.
They have to drink alcohol to be go to talk to a girl. If you go in the south or you go to the US, they can come and talk to you whenever they want,
Wow, okay. So she's talking about the US. So I guess she has traveled to the United States. And it doesn't surprise me that men in the United States are a little more aggressive and wanting to talk to random women than Norwegian men. Honestly, it sounds like Norwegian men are maybe more respectful or just more aware of Norwegian social customs, because in America, it's perfectly acceptable. It's totally acceptable for a man to just walk up to a woman and talk and ask her stuff. So there's probably a cultural difference there.
But here they're okay, I have to drink 4 beers and I can go and talk to the girls. They're shy. They're shy.
Okay. Okay, shy. Okay, that's one word.
They're kind of childish. It takes some time before they grow up. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Childish? American men can be childish. I think that's a bit of an overgeneralization. Like, some men are more mature quicker, and some are more childish, and I don't think that's a Norwegian thing.
Yes. They're shy too.
Shy.
But they're
Shy, there's that word again. Shy. Seems like Norwegian girls really want Norwegian men to, like, be more assertive or less shy or something. That's at least this small sample size here. That's all I have.
they're really, yeah, hot, pretty. Yeah, I think they're. Yes, I think so.
They're pretty. Norwegian boys, Norwegian men are pretty. Honestly, I think, like, actually a lot of people around the world think Norwegians in general as a people are very attractive people. So even Norwegians think that about themselves.
Sometimes they can be like shy and not wanting to like shy. They're shy.
Shy. Shy. Norwegian boys. Now, they're using the word boys, not men. So I'm going to stick to that. So young Norwegian boys are very shy. Every single girl so far is saying that Norwegian boys are shy.
Yeah, maybe, but they're really nice as well.
They're
when
nice.
you get to know them.
Yes, they are.
Okay, that's nice. There's the compliment. But they're very, very nice. Polite. It sounds like they're very polite. But,
Many of my best friends are boys, so.
But they're careful to talk to girls. I think so.
Compared to other countries.
Yes, compared to like Spain and Egypt and those other countries.
wow, that's so interesting. Because this is not something that really happens in America. Like, women in the United States don't really travel to other countries and have this big frame of reference to compare men to. But in Norway, I think it's because Norwegians do a fair bit of traveling. A lot of these Norwegian girls have been to other countries around the world and interacted with men from other countries, and that's why they have this comparison they're making, where they're like, yeah, we've interacted with boys around the world, and we can tell Norwegian men, or Norwegian boys, are a lot more shy, a lot more reserved in comparison. So that's actually very, very interesting, very valuable to me, actually. And it also just reminds me of how well-traveled Norwegians are compared to Americans. Like, Americans, like, especially at their age, have not traveled to other countries or anything. Usually not.
I've never explained Norwegian boys ever. But I think they're nice and they're handsome. Maybe they're
Nice and handsome. We've heard that a couple times, that they're very nice.
kind of shy, I guess.
Wow. Shy. Okay, there you go. Norwegian boys. Be less shy. You're getting the full go-ahead. Be less shy. That's what they want, apparently.
Because when you're out traveling the world, most guys are like, hi. And
Wow.
here, it's not very normal to do so. We were actually under.
Wow. That really seems like a Norwegian cultural thing. A social thing in Norway. Like, in Norway, people are just more laid back, more reserved. Not as loud and aggressive and assertive. That's just a cultural thing, by the sound of it.
Cafe today and studied for our exam, and this Greek guy came up to her and talked to her, and a Norwegian guy would never do that. So, so I guess it's just the Norwegian culture. You just
Right.
you don't talk that much to strangers, only when you're drunk. So
Only only when you're drunk. So they're not joking. Like, in Norway, it's socially acceptable to talk to people when you're a little drunk, when you're drinking. Otherwise, you do not just walk up to a random girl on the street. That would be considered rude, I guess. I'm actually learning a lot about Norwegian social customs in this video. Like, a lot.
they're a bit shy, but very nice when you get to know them, and
Okay.
funny, and yeah.
Well, it sounds like the girls here are very complimentary. They think Norwegian boys are very kind, very nice. Well, that's fantastic to hear. That's a great compliment. I don't think American boys would be described like that at all. Not at all. I couldn't tell if the girls were saying that the boys are too shy or if it was okay. That wasn't very clear to me. It almost sounded like it was a criticism, that they were comparing them to other places around the world. Let's take a look at the comments on this video. This is fascinating. This is absolutely fascinating. I want to hear what people have to say about this. Let me scroll down here. Okay, here we go. Oh, comments. Here we go. I went to Norway last summer, and I can definitely say that Norwegian boys are extremely respectful. There you go. Norwegian boys are very respectful. And that kind of has to do with the shyness. It's a respect thing. And it's a cultural thing. Which is, honestly, I think that's a really big compliment. I have a lot of respect for that. The respect. They are quite shy because they are used to girls coming for them. Is that true in Norway? Is it common for women or girls to go after boys in Norway? That's just one person here, but I'm really curious, is that true? They look shy, but they are taught to respect people's privacy, especially women. I like Norwegian men's behavior. Okay, so Norwegian men, Norwegian boys are really taught to be respectful, especially towards women, and respect privacy and boundaries, which I think is really nice. I really admire that. I think American men and American boys could use a bit of that, actually, that mentality. I'm dating a Norwegian guy. He was shy at first, but I didn't have to get him drunk to be open with me. I was just nice and talked to him. Okay, so sometimes you do have to talk to the Norwegian boy first. Short answer on a cold evening on the street, shy is an okay answer. But as a Norwegian guy, I can tell you it's not really shyness. Norwegians have a lot of personal space or bubble, and I don't easily intrude on others. Yeah, that seems to be like the biggest thing to me here. I'm glad we have a Norwegian boy commenting here, saying, hey, it's not really because we're shy. It's because we're respecting boundaries, respecting the personal bubble. And that's kind of what I assumed. People in Norway get annoyed if they forcefully need to interact with others, especially with strangers. This is mutually respected. With alcohol, this bubble bursts and we get social and eventually too drunk. Wow. So in Norway, alcohol really is this facilitator to put people outside of their bubble, to let it so people can connect. And Norwegian boys can be a little more adventurous and more forthcoming in interacting with girls. It's all based around getting drunk and alcohol. That's interesting. In America, that's kind of similar, but not all the time. You can also do it without alcohol. So it is a bit different. It's acceptable in America to invade people's personal space a little bit more. It's a little more acceptable here. Yeah. Wow, this is very insightful stuff, actually. Very. We are more open-minded towards tourists and foreigners, as we do not expect them to have this understanding. Okay, that's good. I didn't understand any of this. It's actually a bit entertaining if you want to study it. Look, when we use public transportation, we keep distance from each other. Wow. We are just weird that way. Wow, my husband is Norwegian. He's shy at first, but crazy when you know him more. He is loving. He has a big respect for me. So, Norwegian boys just have a lot of respect. And when you get to know them, they're just like anyone else. Just like any person. Once you get to know them, this can be true in America. People can be shy, but once you get to know them, they're just normal and funny and goofy, like normal. But in Norway, it's just a different expectation of how men interact with women. This was fascinating. This was actually super interesting. I am really pleased with what I took away from this video. Kind of a glimpse into Norwegian nightlife, social life, men and women dating in Norway and how they interact. Kind of on a level I've never seen before. So this was very, very interesting. I enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and Norwegian culture, stuff about Norway I've never learned before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.